what this callous hands working this red dirt land, picking up scraps and broken things, making them work again. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, from the dust and rust and pain. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, something strong from what remains. Mike will make it. You seen it down in the heat, sweat dripping on concrete, taking your trash you're thrown away, building tomorrow today. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, from the dust and rust and pain. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, Mike will make it. Let's make it. So let me tell you about the way I live. Taking scraps from the junkyard, got so much to give. West Texas wind blowing hard across my face, but I keep on building steady at my own pace. You throw it out, I pick it up, make it brand new. Metal beams and wooden planks, I see right through to what they could become in these weathered hands. While you're sitting pretty, I'm making my stand. Rusty nails and broken glass, that's my gold mine. Every piece tells a story, every scar defines the man I am, the work I do, the life I chose. When the dust settles down, everybody knows. When the well runs dry and the bank says no, I'll be here still, making something grow. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, from the dust and rust and pain. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, something strong from what remains. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, till the sun burns out again. Mike will make it.
What is up, everybody? Let me get this thing fixed, because y'all don't need to see the chat. Good Lord. I mean, y'all already know what's going on. Hold on. Let me get myself in there right. Let's go. All right. Let's fix this sucker, because this is supposed to be vertical. What is up, everybody? How you doing? Hi, guys. I'm Mike at a Make Stuff, and I know I am out of center. So let me fix that. Ha! I can do that nice and easy. They almost left before the end of the pole dance. Oh my goodness. Keith from Two Dudes, Rick Creations, Michael Wilson is in the house. Michael Wayne, Triple J Solutions, Dan's Homestead is here. Man, we've got so many good people in the house. I'm so glad you guys showed up. I'm going to show you guys some cool stuff. I had this really cool idea for the new year, and I think that this is just what a beginner entry-level person that's getting into making things, it's what they're going to need. And it all started with somebody dropping a skill saw while they were building a house down the way. I was driving around and I was looking for potential things that I was gonna repurpose. If you don't know, that's what I usually do: is I repurpose, I remake, rebuild things. Usually I scrap other people's throwaway stuff, and we do a great job, and we have a hell of a lot of fun. So if you ain't subscribed, you ought to. This thing, as I was driving along, well, it come flying across the damn job site and landed out in the street because he dropped it and busted it. So now his depth stop is gone. Busted the housing, I duct taped that back together as best I could. Let's build a jig that will do everything in a wood shop with this. Think that'll be fun? I think so. Let's give it a go. But first, we gotta get this damn thing fixed. So, we're missing that. Do we have the, yep, we have the depth stop. Let's put us a saw back together. And then we'll figure out what to do with it. John, I am about to repair what was about 30 minutes ago a missile that came flying out of a job site. Old boy dropped his Milwaukee circular saw and about lost his damn mind. Which I guess I would too if it was my saw and I had it and whatever. I'm gonna put on some music. You guys okay with that? Just a little bit in the background. Let me change up the volume here a little bit and then we'll kick this sucker on and see what happens. Give us a little something besides just this. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Hey, Sophia, good to see you. Welcome. All right. So we're all busted to hell here. Unbusted here in a minute. Exercise this just to show you guys that you can start with just about nothing. Get her going. Get all in here. Hey, Cal. Stay, man. Another thing. This up. Depth adjustment attached. And we'll take this circular saw, little jig, just like it grabs. Okay, a few hand tools here. And as you can see, you clearly got a miter saw right here. Those you know, yes, I have a bandsaw, yes, I've got a miter saw, yes, I've got a flip saw. I've got plenty of machine tools, but I'm going to do this with respect. Can't you hear him? That any better? Can you guys hear me okay? Check, check. 1, 2, microphone, blah, blah, blah. If I need to move the mic, let me know. All right. Nikki New Fusion Rocket is in the house. Good to see you, my dear. Thank you for all of our people. There's Plywood is in the house. Welcome you too. Got me a little chunk of railroad track here. Let me find myself a martillo. I'll try to straighten this boy out a little bit. Donde es mi martillo? Solo necesito el martillo, no más, no más. ¿Dónde estás? Good enough. Pretend we don't even have a decent one when we get the work here with a hatchet. There's a way. Which won't be bad. This is just aluminum at the end of the day. So let's this guy straightened out some. Yes, sir. It certainly has been a long time since we've seen Mr. Ricker, and I'm glad to see him around again. Welcome back, friend. That'd be sliding in and out easier. Stop it. You stop it right. Oh, yeah. Good now. The raise the junk drawers here. A lot of times, guys, I will take apart pieces that I find that someone's thrown away for no reason other than I can take all the fasteners out of it and put it in my fastener bin over here. Let's see. Number 20 is standard. If you're new to working or making things, I should be explaining that. Number 20 is standard. What I mean by that is anywhere I possibly can, I try to keep the same fasteners, the same fastener sizes in anything that I build or that I work on. That makes sure that it's pretty easy for me to come back and follow up if I need to. And quarter 20 is a very, very standard size. A lot of people use it. Let's grab us some wrenches. Did I get the right one? What is it? A speaker? That's a background music playing on the shop tunes. That's all. All right. Back on there. We reattached our guide. Now we attach the rest of this. Working on building a little box, but got frustrated with the table not cut square. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to have to pay close attention to with this jig that I got going. If it all works out. I don't know how much you guys might believe it, but I hope you do. This thing, when I'm done, will eliminate the need for crosscut, a miter saw, a table saw, a track saw, a router sled. I think it's going to be fun. I got a lot of cool ideas making around up there. I'm going to get a drill press in it too. By the time it's done, you'll have a whole doggone shop ready to go. It's sticking full. That is a pain, isn't it? Easy. Sorry about that, buddy. Southern fried chicken. Michael Wilson, here in Scotland. What in the world do you know about Southern fried chicken? 2 words, not a damn thing. Oh, Mickey's got something to say about it. Theater, what's up, man? The man who inspired the new lid. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. All right, let's see if we got this bad boy together. Little piece of railroad track that I just used makes a fantastic anvil if you guys ever need one. Please, by all means, your local rail yards and stuff, they will. I'm going to move this so I can be in frame. Yeah, there we go. Your local railroad guys, they got that track laying all over the place. If you ask them for 6 inches or something like that, they may send it to you. Thanks, Calvin. let's make sure we've got this thing straightened out. Now, I've jumped a bunch of stuff on my other big machine tools. I've got wood and stuff stacked up on my miter saw. I did so on my table saw, but that is all specifically for a purpose. I want to make sure that I am as discouraged as possible going to those tools because I want to show you that we don't need all of that stuff. We can just do all this with handheld tools. I think we got her fixed. Yeah. She's a little wonky. Yeah, that's true. You gotta be a little bit specific about what kind of 6 inches you're asking for. But I think we about got this damn thing figured out. No, not really. He bent it again. It's not resting. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's coming out of the track that it's supposed to ride into, which means he did this. Okay. More repairs. It's all right though, because we're starting from scratch. Yeah, it most certainly probably did. 3 or 4 times. All right. So that guy has to sit in that track rail right here. Now, why isn't it? Because that piece is different. All right. I'm doing a bunch of diagnosing, troubleshooting, reverse engineering, all skills that I think are important. I'd love to make videos about each one of them, just to kind of help develop that mind. Now, let's just take an easy Sunday and fix this off. If you like this kind of content, please, by all means, feel free to hit that like, subscribe, share it to your friends. I am trying to get to 1,500 subscribers sometime soon. I think I'm just a hair under 1,400 at the moment. By the end of the year, if I can make 5,000, I think that's a win. If you want to be part of that, I'm not going to do that. Those of you that are just watching, you'll see that we actually got a Ricker. Thank you so much for that. Your creations, metal for 50 joules. Thank you so much. So this piece, if it's flexed backwards and it's out of the track, then that means this needs to go forward a tick. Smokey, there's a face we hadn't seen in a while. How you been, brother? Blowing it out, man. He's blowing it out. Let's see if I can just put the old hinge on. Appropriate tool instead of screwdriver. Smoke Shop. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, you should definitely do that. He does a lot of cool mechanical stuff, man. I dig his vibe. Matter of fact, Smoke, I think the neighbor did about saying it. You can't hear me. Yeah, it's probably not. Yeah. Right. Let's get this shit off. Can I even get that sheet off? I probably ripping it on. We got some torch right here. Hey, Miss Heather, good to see you. Miss Heather and Calvin over at Dad's Workshop. He does a lot of phenomenal stuff too. If you guys are interested in that, nowadays it's been better working. A lot of fun. Yes, after crap. Get some torch. That fish down in the drawer. Come on. Here. Got us a whole. Got noise reduction going on, you said? How about that? Is that any better? Can you guys hear me better now? Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check. Let's change that. All right, how about that setting? Very nice, very better, much better. All right. And I like this rather than throwing them in. I'm right there. Are we good? Are we happy? Oh, better, yeah. Okay, good. I like this better than throwing them all in the bin because I can actually see what the heck I'm doing. Yeah, that's my bitch. Maybe not. That one looks like it's stripped out, or it's been mauled at some point. But that's all right. We got a solution for that too. That far. I am Smoke, and then we're going to use this to build the jig to rule them all. Alright, how can I get in there? That's what she said. We'll find, this is already shot. So let me see if I can't find another bit that I can jam in there. Might get a bite. That was popping so close. Oh, I think that might be my bitch. That might be my bitch. No, you ain't. Of course you're not. Sack of wine. Carrie Frasca, everybody. Good to see you, sweetheart. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're feeling great. What about you, Daddy? You good? Tap it with a hammer. If I tap it with a hammer, I'm going to tap the hell out of it. Alright. Another modular. I don't want to mash my fingies. I'm so glad to see everybody. Looky there! We got a new member in the house. Keith and Two Dudes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You know what? I'm sick of all that. What I'll do is I'll take me a Robinson. Because this thing is already trash. I'm not going to do anything to mess it up. And just bash a damn Robertson in there. If not, then we'll just cut a slot in it and do it that way. But one way or other, you're coming out of there, you sack of shit. Bet that. Alright. This calls for drastic thinking. We're about to get funky on it. Oh, we got to get funky on it indeed. It's about to become a slot screw. Yes, by all means, if you like what I'm doing and you want to support the channel, please consider the super chat down in the bottom next to the chat, or become a member. Absolutely. Alright. We're about to have slot screws in a minute. If I plug it into the dang power. Take care, Smoke. Good to see you, buddy. Ha ha, sucker. I win, punk. Okay, that was probably a little dramatic, but... Smoke with the 420 in the house, talking about get her done. Yes, sir. Thank you, Smoke. And thank you for coming by, man. I bet you come out now, don't you, sucker? Yes, sir. Alright, let's get this shoe off. That has seen better days. Michelle, how are you, dear? Alright. Yeah, we got a little tweaking to do here. It's not too horrible, though. Basically, it's the impact of where he threw it off the damn roof. Simple matter to get her lined out. Michelle is at work right now. Y'all be quiet, she's at work. Jeez. I don't think that's gonna get a whole lot better. Alright. Now. Yes, sir. You're absolutely right on that. Let's get this sucker back in place. We can reuse that same doggone screws. Now that I've made them slot head. It does sound good. It does. Hope you guys are having a nice, relaxing Sunday. I'm gonna try to mellow my voice out a little bit. Try to get some of that Bob Ross going on. This saw flying off the roof of the house was just a happy accident. That's all. It was the vicissitudes of fate, realizing that I was on my way. And it said, you know what? I think Mike could use a saw. And this guy could use a new one. So let's make that happen. Nice and easy. Yes. As the kids scream these days, touch grass. It is a beautiful day here today. I bet it's every bit of 60 degrees, maybe a little bit more. I could not ask for more. Alright. Did give it a little tweaky tweak. So, let's see if that fixed up our depth stop. It's acting like it did. I guess we'll know in a minute. Let's get this guy fastened down. Michelle says in North Carolina it was in the 80s this past week. Well, that sounds delightful. We got one more bit. Okay. He dumped a little hoopajou right here. Don't worry, hoopajou's not a bad word. It's a Texas word. Well, I guess it's kind of a country word. But I got to attach the hoopajou to the what's it and the who's it. Oh, that's steel. I'm going to need a little more oomph than that. Let's see. What can I do? Minimal tools. Mucho más bueno. Let's see. have indeed, Miss Carrie. I have been focusing on eating right. I got rid of a lot of liquid calories, as they say, which apparently lets me take the gut off. I'm glad to know it's working. Thanks for mentioning it. Oh, that's fire. That's beautiful. Let's get you back out of the way. Before I mess up and drop you. I am happier indeed. And with any luck, I'll have all of these legal issues behind me in regards to everything that happened, and we'll get back to being happy. Yes, indeed, I like that. Now that's riding where it needs to go. Okay. My boys are phenomenal. They're adjusting pretty well too. I got to give it to them. They are, for those of you that have met them, they're some of the most polite, resilient kids I've ever seen. And that's not a flex just because I'm their dad. I mean, they're incredible. That looks like a chicken dinner. Use this handle to get this thing cinched down some. I bet we'll have a skill saw we can rely on. Thank you for asking about it, Carrie. That means a lot. They did martial arts. Not lately. Most of them are into esports. That's what they're into right now. Pull this off one more time. And we got one more straight thing to do. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Esports. Sorry about that if I misspoke. Okay, so we gotta flex that one just a little bit. That sucker's just bent over just a hair. So we gotta unbreak the saw. This guy back together, and as you can see, one of the biggest myths that I think comes around making things. Is that you gotta have an outlay of money in order to make any of it work. I don't think I necessarily abide by that. I think you just need a bit of willingness and a bit of know-how. I hope you guys are taking something away from this. Basketball and then baseball. My 16-year-old is in a choir. He's been doing that a lot. There's actually a short on my video where he actually performed the national anthem at a Texas Tech game. I was pretty proud. My oldest grandson loves playing violin and D&D. Space and skateboarding. And the little one is after my own heart. Likes taking things apart and fixing them. There's such a gross deficit in the number of kids that are getting interested in working with their hands. Things like the trades. Got us hung up now. Go and do that and loosen it hair. See if that doesn't remedy things. That's really just a linkage, so we can just, Jacob has retracted his message. What we're doing is adding a second nut so that I can, what's called jam nut them together. That'll keep them locked in, but it'll let this have the play that it needs so that we can depth adjust. And to do that, you tighten one against the other, and as they bind up to one another, then neither one of them are allowed to turn. You guys, I'm having fun. This is nice. There we go. It really is. It's incredible. Yes, indeed. I think we got us a saw fixed. got to be hilarious if the damn thing doesn't work, right? I'm pretty sure it does. It was working when he dropped it. Watch your ears, folks. Let's test it out. That sounds like a winner. We didn't lose the brushes. We are good to go. So now we got a saw. Let's set that off to the side. And we can start thinking about the jig. So the jig, I think, is going to be pretty simple. We'll have a surface that you can put the material on and a couple of fences, and then we'll put a bridge across it. Thank you. I hope it's beneficial for you, Michelle. And then we'll build a guide where that saw will sit and we can make crosscuts with it. After that, we got a lot of other modifications we're going to do to it, but that's what we're trying to get done today. Alright, let's take a moment and hydrate. I forgot how refreshing a nice slug of water is. I was always fired up so much on caffeine and energy crap. Go, 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 right? Don't have to do so much of that anymore. Alright. I don't need you to sit back there for a minute. Catch up some more in the chat. Gage, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in, friend. Hope you guys are having a good one. I should also say hello to my viewers over on Twitch. Appreciate you guys showing up too. Don't let me forget you. It's just the parties over on YouTube. If you want to go watch over there, that's where it's at. One of my last dirty vices. I'll try to get it out the way. Recommit to myself. Make things better off, but for the time being, please excuse me. So as I said, Mike still got his church clothes on. I don't know about that. 52. We're gonna make the first iteration of the jig to rule them all. And that's going to start with us getting rid of the crosscut sled and being able to use this instead. So the first thing we need is a flat surface, something stable and smooth that we can build up off of. Let's see. I think I got a piece leaning up over here. Might be a winner. Here's some MDF. That might be a winner. MDF is not the strongest material in the world. As you can clearly see, the corner of this guy is completely chewed and busted off. Think of it as cardboard on steroids. It's essentially what it is. But it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be stable. And for the first iteration of what we're doing, I think this will work. 26 beautiful people watching the channel. Welcome each and every one of you. My name is Mike. I make stuff. I try to do this at least once a week. I also have a social get-together that we call the Shoot and Poop on Friday evenings. If you'd like to be part of it all, All you gotta do is subscribe. Alright, now we need some fences. I've got some 1x2 here. Not a very tall fence, but it would indeed be a fence. Yeah, I think that'll be a winner. Let's get some clamps. Make this guy happen. Can you guys see okay? I mean, is it too bright? I know the sun's coming down this way, it's sinking in the sky, so if I need to drop the garage door so I can let you guys see better, I don't mind doing that. Alright. Let's find us a lapis. Thank you, Heather. It's all good. Alright. Find us. I got scrap wood everywhere. Give us a pepper board here. So true. Story of my life. Snap my pencil lid over sideways. So, I gotta go to the other side of the bench where my old school pencil sharpener lies. I bet some of you last time you used one of those was about 3rd grade. There I am making, well, first I fixed the circular saw. Next, we're going to make a jig that allows us to get rid of a crosscut sled and not even need a table saw, at least for crosscuts. DLC, good to see you, friend. Steady wrapped up on this 2x4. Let's just take that clean out of the equation. Raja, good to see you, friend. Welcome Welcome in. Welcome in. Confirm we've done that right. It was this side. Okay. Perfect. That'll be our little fence. Another. But I do not like that one. Man alive, is that one crooked. A little bit of a twist too. Let's see. I think I got another one of these. Go off camera for a second. Be right back. I'm off camera because behind you is my lumber storage. I have a few more of these 1x3s. That will allow me a little bit of integrity to it. Yeah, I think that's much better. Much better. Yeah, it's probably stuff in the big box. That's all right. I think I've got a dog leg in this one, and I think I've got enough for the dog leg to give me, yes, a nice straight piece. Perfect. Once again, if you're new here, my name's Mike. I make stuff. And I try to teach people best I can that you don't need a giant shop or a bunch of tools or anything fancy to get started with making things. You just don't. If you've ever been curious into making things, and if you wanted to get started, what are you waiting for? If you're interested in doing it, there's an entire community of people here that's got your back. We'll be more than willing to help you every step of the way. This blade, but I haven't. Get her done. Come on. There we go. Top. Another one. That one's right there. that are a mystery to me. Everything today is old school, hand cut stuff. Hello, Charlotte. How are you? I am going to make a crosscut jig. No, it's not about that. I didn't wax it. It's sharpened and set. It's just, to be honest, it's been so long since I did hand tool stuff that I just hadn't waxed up the plate, and it's been a pain. Unknown, I am completely analog today. Yeah, it is that too, Calvin, for sure. It's been a hot minute since I've had a course hand tool. Your Honor, Exhibit A. I should clamp my clamp to the bench. I do indeed. I do indeed. Better. I am almost at 1,400. You are correct, Calvin. I'd love to reach there. I'd love to hit 1,500 pretty soon. Hopefully what I'm doing is worth considering it. And I thank you in advance if you do. Vince, I actually got it from the old Amazon. I was cruising around on there, and I saw it, and I thought of cedar, and I went, you know, I think I need one of those. You know what? Problem is, I'm using a big old honking plane. It's such a small piece. When I've got a Stanley 110 right here. Thank you so much, Calvin. Appreciate that. Alright, we got a little bit of a crook. A little off kilter. Right over here. some might be asking, why in the world would I be putting all of this craftsmanship, all of this effort in just a bunch of construction wood? That's a fair question. The answer is, I have done my best to become someone that is good at making do what he's got. I got a little bit of a rock, which means I got a crown in the middle. No, I'm against the grain. What I got. I don't have my tap hammer, it's over there. So I'm gonna try to make a buckskin hat. Heck yes. I think there's two camps that wear this kind of hat. First one are the young kids that have been watching Peaky Blinders, or an old fart, which I most certainly fall into the second category. And I'm not even mad about that. This upside down, place it beneath my MDF, so that I can bring in the power tools. We'll run some screws into this guy. Calvin, I would imagine you probably do need a little bit of protection from that big old ball up there. I'll leave it up to you guys. You want me to get the power drill? Or you want me to go completely analog with this? Screw it, we're going analog. We're going analog. indeed, sir. And went completely analog on it. I think I grabbed the one with the screwed up chuck. Take care, Vince. This is a bit brace. Let me grab one that actually isn't. Man, this one's kind of messed up. I'll grab Bit Brace Junior. Just a rotating crank. This is what a cordless drill was back in the day. Because I'm using the wrong bit. It's okay, I can get around that. The chuck of my bit brace, I can't grab onto the drill bit, so I'll put some tape on it and give it something to bite to. The diameter of this guy a little bit. Carry, they're actually really stable, and that's because of the time that you're taking to do it. Because you can watch it in real time, it's working a whole lot slower than a power drill, which will quickly get away from you. First hole. Let's get another bit brace. We'll put us a hex screw in it. Because you guys didn't know it, but I've got about 4 or 5 of these guys. Let's get us a screw, a bit driver here. Vince in for $50. Good Lord. Wow. Thank you so much, Vince. Unreal. Damn. Vince. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Really. Let's get some screws before I get choked up. Trying to get all savvy. Wow, that was incredible. And it is appreciated. You don't know how much I need it. Not to talk my business, but just thank you. Now the door can get shut. You got it. There we go. You guys liking this analog stuff? Hand tool stuff? I don't do it very often, but it is refreshing once in a while. I think I want to bite in there a little deeper. Hold on. Pull my bit out just a little bit more. Fun fact, this is what you do when you pour, and you can't pay the light bill, but you got to make stuff. It can, yes. The original bits had a square shank at the end with a taper, but they'll readily usually hold most standard bits. Got the speed done. Now let's torque this guy. I don't think I have any of the old-timey bits right now. I did. So if I do, I don't know where they are, sadly. And it really doesn't take that much more than a cordless drill would. You certainly got a lot more control. Starting to run off screen and move things around, so I'll keep watching. Down to 9, up to 13. Good to see you, everybody that just pulled in. Welcome. Yeah, I think you guys can still see. If not, I can fix that in 2 seconds. Perfect. Yes, this knob here actually rotates on a bearing. So you can push here while you crank. I got plenty of old timies. The sad thing is most of them are slot screwdrivers, so it won't work well with these Phillips screws. Very true. And what they actually used to do is they made what's called cut nails, and they're actually rectangular. And in a lot of ways, they're actually a lot stronger than the wire nails we make these days. They actually hold a lot better too. Norm, good to see you, friend. Welcome in, welcome in. Usually a hand tooly kind of guy, but this is a refreshing change of pace. This is fun. Norm Hughes in the house. Wonderful builder. Wonderful soul. Explorer of the cosmos. Say hello, welcome, and thank you to all of the beautiful 14 people that have decided to come in and say hello to me right now. If you're new here, my name's Mike. I make stuff. I don't always do hand tool woodworking, but that seems to be the vibe today. Steve from My Honey's Handmade is in the house. Good to see you, friend. Oh no. Oh no. No. Did you change channels or something? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're not hip hopping today. Sorry. Those of you that are big into hip hop, sorry about that. This just isn't the hip hop vibe. Soldier Farms in the house. Yes, please smack the like button. If you felt I'm earning it, please hit the subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,500. I am right on the edge of 14. So I hope you'll consider joining in. And if you're a new maker and you have minimal tools and don't really know what you're doing, that's okay. Because I promise you, you take a look into this chat and there's a whole bevy of people that are ready to help you every step of the way. This tape got a little slinky on me. Thank you to everyone that's been donating, providing jewels and stickers and super chats. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. I'll continue to do my best to keep earning your support. Soldier turned his first bowl. Good for you, man. Awesome. Y'all give it up, man. Shout out to Soldier. Now I'm gonna jump in before Pilato gets the chance to. I'm gonna get the Pilato joke in there. Well, which way did you turn it, left or right? Pilato is rubbing off on you guys. And I don't know how much of a thing that should be. No offense, but I would love you to death. Just saying. He says he wants to pick my brain. Absolutely, man. Anytime. You are a member of the channel, so you can absolutely hit me up anytime you need to, man. '27 beautiful people tuned in right now. Do we got many likes? Double tap. Tap my nose. Boop. He says, so I'm thinking of building a miner station. Awesome, man. Hello, Lissy. Good to see you. Thank you for being a member as well. Fly is in the house, another one of the members of the channel. Thank you for being in here. Oh no, you're quite fine. That's all right, Fly. Fly's got another wonderful channel. Are you into books? Are you into falconry? Are you into inappropriate trolls, twine the doxer? Then you'll probably like Fly on Education. She's got a great channel. Nope, I got that seated in there crooked. Oh, the sad truth of it is, soldier, that like most of the fairer persuasion that decide to live stream, she gets inundated with the troll types. Soldier's just asking for Norm. Jeez. Is this gonna end up being that kind of live stream? Is that what we're doing, Soldier? Jim, talk to me. Is that what we're doing? Do you think it'll work the way I think it will, or do you think it will not be firm enough? Well, let me scroll up. Maybe I missed a message. Hold on. I'm thinking a laminated 3/4 inch plywood ripped to 3 inches instead of 2x4 frame. No, I think that'd be quite solid. The lamination of plywood makes it incredibly stable. So you're doing yourself a lot of favors doing that. If I can just get it all the way in. If I was a smarter man, I would have grabbed another bit brace for a countersink. Get some oil on this guy. So it ain't we got 3 bases going. Nope. You're gonna knock that crap off. All right, Carrie, thank you for coming in, sweetheart. I'm glad you're here. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. I don't know. I haven't even looked for manufacturer marks on these. Let's see. That one is. This one is not branded. And this guy is unbranded as well. So I can't really say. Sorry about that, buddy. I know I'm not a true brace running hand tool woodworker because I ain't gonna stand in one, but I'll try to do my best to update myself. Yes, please. I'd love to be at 1,400 subscribers today. No pressure. And I just dropped my countersink. Am I stepping on it? What did I do? There it is. Wait a minute. Now I gotta go look and see how many subs I got. $13.94 is where I'm at right now. $13.94, which I am super thankful for. That's a lot. That's a great community. I'd love to see it get bigger. I'd love to know there's more people I'm able to help. All right, hold on a minute while we're at it. Where we at? 22. Let's just pop this sucker up and see what happens. Refresh. $13.94, guys. Come on, y'all. We can do it. In exchange, I will continue to give you best content I can figure out to do. Jesse, good to see you. Welcome in. For those of you that are not subscribed or this is your first time here, I'd like to point out, if you pay attention to the chat, the vast majority of those people that are in the chat are members, and there's a reason for that, because I've got a wonderful community that we are tight, we are in together. Rob, how you doing, man? Rob, Depression Talk. Good to see you, friend. So if you want to be part of this community and you want to be part of this family, we got the door open. Come in, have a drink. Sit back, throw your feet up. Come talk to us. When you want to learn how to do things like this, we got you every step of the way. I am phenomenal, Mr. Rob. Let me put myself back in the frame here. I am, Pilato. It's over here, though. Probably screwing up, because it usually does. That's another thing. If you guys are watching the channel, that's something you guys ought to know. I'm not big on super epic production value. My audio's screwed up sometimes. My video, I'm out of frame. I do dumb crap. What are you gonna tell you? But what I can tell you is that I'm real. You're never gonna get some polished studio garbage out of me. It's just gonna be me. And I won't be disingenuous with it ever. Continue to make sure that I'm in frame, guys. Apparently, according to Calvin, I am just a half a dozen subs away from 1,400 subs. Which, by the way, is a goal that was, I mean, that's unimaginable. I mean, just, wow. Making a hurdy-gurdy. That would be fun to do, wouldn't it? I could make a hurdy-gurdy. Well, why not? Up with this chuck. I hear you, Rob. I I figured with what I was doing, I'd be lucky if I had 100 people even looked at me funny. But the response from the community has been incredible. There's been a lot of people that have really, I presume, found value in what I'm up to. So don't ever think for a second that I'm not appreciative of it. You know, funny enough, I'm actually doing that with the mouse. So I can keep myself in frame. And you know what? Even if I don't hit 1,400 subscribers today, I have an incredible community. I have an incredible community of wonderful people. And I am happy with that. The number of subscribers will come. Thank you for saying that, Rob. Mainly, good to see you, friend. The one and only Prison Pickle is in the house. All right. We came out square. We came out flat. We're doing great. We're doing great. So now, the first step of this is to turn this into a replacement for a crosscut sled on a table saw. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to build us a gantry that runs right across here that will allow us to take the circular saw that we fixed. By the way, you guys might have missed that. I was out looking for projects, and a guy at a construction site got ticked off about the fact that he dropped his circular saw, busted this, so he chucked it across the job site, busted a bunch of other stuff. That was the first part of the live stream, was we got this thing put back together. It's running. It's good to go. But we're going to use this, and I'll try to get a demonstration so it makes sense. Here, we'll use these two boards. What we'll do is we'll build us a gantry, like so. And then that gantry is where this saw will live. And we'll be able to make our crosscuts this way. We'll build this with a couple of rails on the side. It'd be great. Now, keep tuned in, subscribe, because this is only the beginning. When I say this is the jig to rule them all, it will be. Because when I'm done, you'll no longer need a crosscut sled. You'll no longer need a miter saw. You'll no longer need a track saw. You'll no longer need a ripping jig, a tapering jig. By the time it's all said and done, we might get most of the big power tools that you maybe can't afford for your shop built right into this guy. It says $13.94. What am I sharing with the class, Heather? I am indeed, sir. And And thank you in advance to everyone who participates in making that happen. I am a fortunate man. I mean that. I have a lot to be thankful for. And it's mostly because of you guys. Alright. So now we need side rails to go here. Do I have any 1x left? I do. And then we can build the gantry that goes across here. We're gonna have to find the straightest ones we got because I don't think that sucker's gonna cut it. That's a little bit on the wonky. That one ain't so bad. That one I can handle. This guy's gotta go. Just a second, I'm gonna go grab another one by. Yeah, there you are, beautiful. Yes, indeed. Sweetheart, look at you. So straight and pretty. Oh, where have you been all my life? Up on the lumber rack, Dingus. What do you think of it? Yes, please go over there, as I used to say back in the day, go over there and knock the hell out of that like button. And if you trip and fall and snap the shit out of the subscribe button on the way, don't worry about it. That bastard deserves it. He's had it coming for a while. You're absolutely right, Rob. Couldn't say it any better. Thank you, Pilato, for the like. Thank you so much, buddy. All right. Let's get ready to cut us another one. Tool Sunday, apparently. Some basics on using this guy. Not to talk down to anybody, but when you grab it, you don't want to try to get all your fingers in there. That's what she said. Lay one pointing right out here. Now what that does, your mind inexorably has an automatic reflex that it wants to propel your arm if you're pointing in the direction that you're pointing. So you point down the end of your cut. Makes it a lot straighter than trying to get in here. No, that's trash. Trying to think, I think I had a really cool saw I wanted to show you guys too while I was at this. Hold on. Let me find that sucker. It is the weirdest saw. I don't know where the heck I got it. I think I picked it up in an auction. Now this saw has what's called a gent's handle on it, which isn't all that big of a deal. The weird part is that? Why is that sucker so long? I have no clue. Let's give it a go, see how it works. See how long that sucker is? That's what she said. It is a very odd saw. Very odd. I can't reconcile understanding exactly. I think it's a purpose-built saw for a very specific thing. But there's just not enough oomph to power through with this much of a saw plate with just this little jet handle. It's such a weird little saw though. It's incredible. If anybody knows what it is, let me know in the comments. We've been consistently hovering around 20 people watching. I can't be more thankful. Thank you guys. It is not often that I got 20, 25, 30 people watching me. I think that's all I got. I had another piece of this, but it's okay. So now we're going to fashion these into some L brackets. They go just like so. Those guys will be just like so. And another one on the other side. Ah, we've encountered an issue. So we need to compensate for that. Was this a molding saw? I don't think it was. He was out there using it on a home construction stick framing, so. Okay, let's change up just a little bit. Let's try to orient it the other direction. See what that does. What if we go this way? Oh, you mean that long weirdo gent saw? I wish I knew. I really wish I knew, Steve. Jim, I really do. This was the part that was all screwed up. Well, that is not going to work. It's all right. We're going to figure out how to get around it because this motor's going to be in the way. Which means we'll have to limit our fence to this side. So we'll have to ride just like so. I'll show it again, Calvin, give me a second. It is like a gent's dovetail saw, but that plate is incredibly long. Like it's about 20 inches long, almost 2 feet. It's incredible. It's got a very, very fine set, very smooth teeth, probably 32 TPI. It's crazy. Okay. Let's keep on keeping on. Well, depending on how you squeeze it, everything makes a cool noise. I don't know what you mean. I do recall that there were people that used saws as musical instruments back in the day. We are looking good. We are looking good. Take care, Raja. Good to see you, friend. one person pose a very interesting theory about it, and that was that it could possibly be a custom saw that was made for a production shop. Yes, I got 3 of them. There's actually a few more laying up there, but it was made for the production shop because it was going to be cutting. There was somebody repetitively going to maybe make a cut on a piece of trim, and they wanted to be able to give them the efficiency to get through it in one stroke. I thought that was an interesting idea. That maybe somebody had a purpose built for that purpose. Just to speed up their workers so that they're not farting around making multiple cuts or multiple presses on the saw. They can just blow through it in one go. Okay, now we get this one out of the way. Got to be 1,400 now. I guess let's take a look. 1,395 is our current subscriber count. Thank you to my new subscriber. If you're in here, I appreciate you doing it. Welcome to the family. We got 5 more to go. I have every faith in you guys. I know we're going to get there. And if we don't, and you just decide to watch the video, well then, thanks for doing that. Calvin. Keith is hilarious. Look at you. $13.96. Watch out now. Y'all on the brink of something. You're on the brink of something. Actually, John Ricker, no, it's not, because WD-40 is a water displacement fluid, not lubricant. Why did that sound like somebody just opened my front door? 2 seconds, I'm going to go. Sorry about that, folks. I'm back. Let's put some oil on this so John Ricker will hush. You guys, shout out to John Ricker. I put him in the description too because he was talking to me and brainstorming this whole notion. So he deserves a lot of the credit as well. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Raja. Is indeed, sir. Y'all know how bad I just want to go. I ain't doing it. Feel better, John? I believe you're right, Rob. I believe it is. I'm glad you're in a better mood, John. Shut the front door. I'm at $13.97. Am I going to end up at 1,400 subs by the end of this? If I do and you're sub number 1,400, say so in the chat. Let me know. I want to shout you out. I want to take care of you. Oh, got one more in these little holes. That's the screw. My thing says 41 people. Good night. Well, and then it immediately dropped to 22. The joy of the shorts feed. You're up and down all over the place. I don't want them. What if I just want latent nature to do its thing? Ritter. I'm not embarrassed that I'm human. And every once in a while you just gotta bust ass. It's just what it is. And if you bust ass, subscribe to the channel, because I'll never judge you for busting ass. Unlike Rickard. $13.97 in the house. Y'all got me a little giddy. If I get to 1,400, I might have to do a shot. Calvin busted ass. It's alright though. Better in than out, buddy. Better out than in. There the hell it goes. Come on, it's gonna be $13.98. If you fart, hit the subscribe button. Don't act like you don't. But you will be accepted with open arms here if you do. I'm just telling you. This channel is certified by YouTube to be fart friendly. Yes, indeed, if you have ever farted, now's the time to show your fart love. Stand up and represent, tell people I fart, and I don't care. All right, we're getting somewhere. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cheat for just a second because that screw didn't sink in as far as I want to, and I'm gonna power it in. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna power it in real quick to get it over with. Hit the subscribe button like you just busted ass and you don't even care. Okay. I think we're almost at power full time. We gotta make a rip on this one so that our blade can go down. Get the braces out of the way. Aren't those braces fun? This hand tool stuff is amazing. And I've got a few. Matter of fact, when I hit 1,500 subscribers, I'll give somebody a brace. I'll send it to you. How's that? Yep, I absolutely will, Cal. When I hit 1,500 subscribers, I will give away one of my braces. I'm testing here. I need to lock these down somehow. Or give me a bigger piece over here to... He did indeed. We spun the wheel amongst the members. There's cash prize giveaways. Heck, Friday night, what'd we do? We ended up giving away like, jeez, I think Delaney kicked in like $400 or $500 worth of liquor he gave away. It gets pretty crazy. We have a lot of fun and we're family and we treat each other though. So that's going to be a bigger footprint. See how easy that fell down there? That was nice. let it go. Calvin, you're incredible for saying that. Thank you, buddy. I try. We gotta look out for each other, man. We're all citizens of the same planet, man. As the author said, no man is an island all unto himself. Knocking off that sharp corner. It's the rebellious. Pay no attention to soldier farms and that rebel scum. Am I already at 60 likes? Holy smokes. You guys are unreal, man. Wow. You guys are incredible. Le McFay, n'importe quoi. All right, French people. McFay, n'importe quoi. Still sitting at 1397. I guess I ought to turn on the rest of the chat. I had it on top chat. I don't know how many other people were talking to me. I'm sorry if you guys were kicked out by the filter. Whoa! Ran with Ramon in the house with the clutch for 30 joules. Let's go. Thanks for that, friend. Another member of the channel, Reno with Ramon. What a wonderful man. If you guys ain't caught him, I just ran into him. I've been watching his videos for a while, but I just barely caught in. I became a member of his channel. He is another incredible man. You guys will not be doing wrong jumping on his ship either. I'm doing well, friend. Glad you asked. All right. We've got some deviations in the links here. I think we're going to go back to the handsaw and take some of this down. Ricker in with 200 joules. Oh man, here we go. Is it that time? Is that what we're doing? Thank you so much, John. Really. Soldier in there for 30 joules. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jim. goodness gracious. Tom Keeltronics, what's going on, buddy? I say again, if you're new to the channel and you've never been here, I think I'd like to tell you that it's an indicator. As you can see, there are so many people that are members of the channel, and Ramon in there with a super chat, and there's some more jewels. Oh my God, here we go. Wow. Do you want the fanfare, Ramon? I can give that to you. Here you go. I got it. Let's go indeed. We're at 1398. We got 2 more subs to hit 1400. Ramon again. Man, it's incredible. It is. It just doesn't stop. Oh, gee, and there goes Ricker with the jewels, man. I believe that they are in the emoji part of the super chat dono thing. Look at it. I think it says send a sticker, is what it says. Ramon! Get it to they got the fireworks and the fanfare. Wow! I need to hydrate. Give me a minute. Yes, I think it's a... And that's what it is. It's not a sticker, it's a gift. And then you get a bunch of emojis and stuff. Oh, man. Sorry, y'all. I gotta take a break. Take a breather. Whew. I'm overwhelmed, y'all. Again, if you're not part of this family, I'm trying to tell you, you are missing out. Man, and here goes Ricker again. Tom, I am making a crosscut sled, which will alleviate our need for a table saw to make crosscuts. As we continue, this jig is going to end up becoming more and more things. It's going to be a track saw, a crosscut sled, a miter saw, a thin rib jig, a tapering jig, a track saw, and I'm still working out how to get the drill press, but it'll have one of those too. So when we're done, this system means you'll have no excuse. You can build one of these and you essentially got an entire shop. You're ready to go. All right, so I think the smartest thing to do is we'll build us some cross members. We'll enter our saw here. Okay. We'll add a couple of cross members to hold this thing straight so we got a gantry. And then we can button it up square. Yes, sir. That was courtesy of one of the channel's big sponsors, our flagship sponsor, Triple J Solutions. Gave out a bunch of gift memberships last night. It was, or from Friday night. It was phenomenal. That's the guy. All right. So now what we need to do is measure for our cross member here. Yes, please, even if you don't subscribe to the channel, please like it, please share. Please show to everybody that you got some support. Hit that emoji, the hearts, the 100. Ramon, thank you again, brother. Love you for doing that, man. You're an awesome dude. All right. So now we're going to cut some cross members. Yes, I am 2 subscribers away. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use our partially assembled jig here. See if we can't make this cut. Move you over there. Brace out just like so. Give this a run. That. Absolutely wonderful shout outs to Norm, Truck J Solutions, Ramon, Ricker, Norm Hughes, Vince from VLC Woodworking. There has been an incredible amount of support, especially over the last few days, that I can't even. It did. It kicked off crooked because I was sitting here trying to freehand in the middle of the air. There's been an overwhelming amount of support that's been shown to my channel in the last few days, and I can't. There's not words enough for me to be able to show how thankful I am for it. You guys got a hell of a lot of things that you guys can do on a Sunday afternoon rather than hanging out with me. So don't think I don't appreciate it. No, it doesn't seem to be loose. I mean, I'll crank it down here in a minute, but for now we'll just go to the hand tool again. Y'all, the reason that I'm doing this all by hand is so that you can know you don't have to have a big phenomenal wood shop. You don't have to have tons of tools. You don't have to have thousands of dollars. You can just get out with very minimal things, okay? I've said this before and I feel ultimately confident in this estimate. Everything that I have in here, which I could do, I mean, if you look at my other videos, you'll see I got band saws, drill press, miter saw, we got a table saw, we got joiners, planers, everything that you can use in power tools. And I bet I probably spent less than $10 on the whole thing. Why? Because I started with about $10 worth of tools. I got started, I made a project, I sold it, I reinvested that money and bought another tool. And then I made another project. And then I used that money to buy more tools. And so on and so forth. I am at a point now that I'm feeling pretty certain where woodworking is concerned. I think I got everything I need. Do I have everything I want? No, of course not. But I proved to myself in countless measures that if I want something, I can build my way to go get it. And you can too. this car around. We are not there yet. Let's move that guy out. We're there! We're there! Hold on. 2 seconds. Goodness gracious. Y'all get the good stuff. 1835, 8-year single barrel. To each and every one of my YouTube family, may the sun ever shine on your faces, and when it's time for you to go, I hope you make it to heaven at least 5 minutes before the devil finds out you're dead. Give me a second. Wow. 1,400 subs. Jesus. Thank you, guys. Jesus. Oof. I might go to power tools here in a minute, just because if I sit out here and run hand braces and get sappy on y'all all night. One more bit brace for good measure. No, it won't, because the damn clamp's in the way. Screw it. Just screw it, that tut. Rob, I wish I could tell you I was being dramatic, dude. Ups and downs and roller coasters lately. The world has decided for a little while that it didn't want to be kind to me for a while. Do I do accents? What kind of accent do you want me to do? To know that I've still got such a community after all of it. Talk like Rob. Oh, I've been around most of them British blokes for quite a while now. So now I've already got one bit of this going on. But I've also learned that you only say British in one part of the country, and you say British in another. Although I don't know exactly what area that belongs to. There's a differentiation, say. Funny story, I'll tell you about it. When I first encountered most of what I call the UK tribe, when I went and found Lions, Craig Posh, Nicky New, all of them guys. Alright, Rob just fucked me up. Do you guys see that? What the fuck is even that? I'm English, not British. The fuck? That's like me saying I'm not Mexican, I'm just from Mexico. What the hell is even that? Okay, hold on a fucking minute. Because I guess, well, I'm aware of that. And apparently you guys are all up in your own asses about the fact that England and Britain and the UK are like totally separate things, but if I look at a map, the motherfucker says UK. And it's a couple islands about to hump each other doing the scissors. And it says United Kingdom. The Celts don't like the English. Here's the way I see it. If it was that, and if it was all them things, all right, then it wouldn't have been Brexit. It would have been Brexit / Inglexic versus / Ukexit. Like, fuck, I don't know. Don't get me in line. But funny enough, when I first ran into all of them, again, shout out to all of my people that I know in the UK. Can I say UK? Am I cool with saying UK? Rob, you gotta audit me. Am I cool with that? Can I say UK? Anyway. They all took me in and they're like, no, mate, if you're going to be talking with us, right, and you're dealing with the trolls, then you're going to have to learn how to speak properly to them. So repeat after me. Fuck off, you bell end, you fucking knob. I caught on to that pretty quick. I was good with that. London accent again. I don't fucking know. Look, all you saying about all of us all the time. Pit pit cheerio. Exactly. Mary fucking Poppins. Tea and crumpets. As your mum, fucking British people. Rob, if I fuck it up, you gotta let me know, but wait a minute. I think that was another one that Lions taught me. I'm just taking the piss, man. Don't worry. Oh, that's looking kind of cross-cutty. Isn't that looking kind of cross-cutty? I'm thinking that's looking kind of cross-cutty. Need to be more rough with it. That's what she said. Welcome to the 21 beautiful loving souls that are watching today. We are all having all kinds of hell. I'm giving the UK people a bunch of shit. I am building a crosscut sled that will eventually become the jig to rule them all. I hope that you're finding value or at least entertainment from what I'm doing. If you are. Hit that like. Participate in the celebration. We just hit 1,400 subscribers during this live stream. That is looking divine. Hold on. Move this a little bit so you can see. There we go. That is looking cross-cutty. Cross-cutty. Dave from Old Guy Hustle. What's up, brother? How you been, man? On his way to 1,000 miles, man. Old Guy Hustle is incredible, man. tearing it up, walking around like mad. I'm at 1,400 subs. Yeah, I need them. Jesus. Yeah. So that happened. Wait a minute, I got 69 likes. Nobody stopped and said 6, 7. But 69 is cool too. Giggity. All right. I think we're about there. Ricker Creations in the house with 6, 7. Let's go. Actually, Rob, 77. It's like 69, but you ain't good more. All right. So now we got a couple of screws that poke through right here. Somebody screwed a little too deep, that's what she said. Let's rectify that a bit. Oh no! Why are we hip hopping? Nope. No negative yet 9. Or in Spanish, no. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop her cherry, shall we? I bet it did. I bet that's exactly what the hell ended up happening, Ricker. Give her a run. Now, a couple of things we need to amend. We'll need to shorten the fences because that plunge depth on that saw is about as good as mine. So it didn't make it all the way to the bottom. But we can use this, I think, as a spacer. Us a cut. Dead nuts 90. So we need to either increase the height of the bed or lower the fences to satisfy the cut height that we have. But we just made it through 1x with a good cross cut without a problem, man. Now, let's talk about some of the things that I intend to do with this later on down the line. Another thing that's going to be beautiful about this is that we'll redesign this carriage system that we have, right? We have the ability to make 90-degree crosscuts now. So we can rebuild this with a bit better gantry. We'll put it on a single pivot point and allow it to be able to turn to preset angles, and now we have a miter saw. What do y'all think about that? So I shaved my face, and now my facial ID doesn't recognize me anymore. Face doesn't match. You all right, sir? I became cuter in the moment. That's what happened. I hope that this, for those of you that don't have room for a big shop and a table saw, or you don't like the crosscut sled that you use, this is a great alternative, man. This will get you running, this will get you good to go. I can make 90-degree cuts with this all day long. Stay tuned. I'm going to try to download this live stream, cut it down into a long form video. Heather, I may hit you up because you're really good at editing. But turn this into a long form part 1, and I'll continue improving this thing again and again until you can get rid of a ton of these machines that they say are necessary, but they're really a convenience. How wide is it? That way it's 24 inches. Norman, I did that with design, because if this is 24, once I figure out what to do, if I've got an alternative for this fence, then I can with a 24-inch span, I could put full sheets of plywood on this thing and do long rips with full sheet plywood. Guys, this has been incredible. I got all kinds of support today that I didn't expect. I got all kinds of love from people. You guys have been absolutely phenomenal. I hope you take something away from it. But I think I'm gonna go make some dinner and go find a bed. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, man. This went well beyond my expectations. Thank all of you guys. I love you all, man. I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys on the backside. Mike's make stuff. I'm out.
You know what this callous hands working this red dirt land, picking up scraps and broken things, making them work again. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, from the dust and rust and pain. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, something strong from what remains. Mike will make it. You see me laying in the heat, sweat dripping on concrete, taking your trash you're thrown away, building tomorrow today. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, from the dust and rust and pain. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, Mike will make it. throw it out, I pick it up, make it brand new. Metal beams and wooden planks, I see right through to what they could become in these weathered hands. While you're sitting pretty, I'm making my stand. Rusty nails and broken glass, that's my gold mine. Every piece tells a story, every scar defines the man I am, the work I do, the life I chose. When the dust settles down, everybody knows. When the well runs dry and the bank says no, I'll be here still, making something grow. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, from the dust and rust and pain. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, something strong from what remains. Mike will make it, Mike will make it, till the sun burns out again. Mike will make